I've been wanting to do this little video for a while, and I just can't get the right light to not have any reflection, so I'm going to do the best I can. This here article is from the Antique Motorcycle, spring of 2009. Now this is important. We're about ready to do the 52 invoices, and somewhere after the 47 year, which I was hoping I'd be able to find in my invoices, factory special orders were again offered. I'm fairly certain it was at 48. We're going to talk about a 48 here in a little bit. But this particular bike is a friend of mine's bike. I've seen this bike. It is absolutely original paint. It is documented. So we're going to read this to you. And obviously by 52, now we have proof from the motorcycle and the documentation. By 52, yes indeed, we definitely have special order machines. That's why we're going to go over this before we get into the 52 invoices. So this is what it says here. 1952 Harley-Davidson FL police bike. So sometimes when you buy an antique, you get more than you bargain for and everything you hope for. That is the way it is with this 1952 Harley-Davidson FL police bike, now owned by George Tunis of Long Island, New York. When George and Stephanie Tunis took the 10-hour ride to Virginia to buy the bike in early '08, with Stephanie 7 months pregnant, it appeared to be a nice Panhead police model that was complete, though it seemed to have been repainted at some point, ending up with a number of unusual parts painted white, including the frame. People told me that Harley never sold a Panhead with a white frame, Tunis says, so it had to be repainted. Boy, we've heard stuff like that before, haven't we? It never came that way. They never made that color. So, as he looked closely at the machine, Tunis wasn't so sure. The paint looked authentic to him. While he was hauling the bike home, he started to think there might be more to it than everyone thought. So he decided to do some investigating and ended up with a story not just of this motorcycle, but the man who originally wrote it. Tunis started by tracking down the previous owner listed on the title, a man named Don Oaksley who lived in Kansas. Oaksley said he purchased the bike from William Richards, who in turn bought it from Bud Stone Jr. sometime in the 80s. Using information from those contacts, Tunis was able to locate Stone in Missouri and found that the bike had been purchased by Stone's father, Bud Sr., in the mid-50s. Tunis had not established a trail leading back more than 50 years, but there was much, much more. Stone said he had photos of his dad on the bike from the era, and he offered his own memories of the purchase. To my best recollection, I was 14 at the time, Stone wrote, Dad bought a used white 52 Highway Patrol Harley-Davidson late fall of 55 or the first of 56. The bike was in mint superb condition. The story was as follows. Paid $500, miles on speedometer 520. Factory accessories, windshield, super soft buddy seat, leather bags, right and left-hand mirrors. According to Stone, the bike had been purchased from a service station in the Missouri state capital, Jefferson City. And he said that during his state service, the machine had been ridden by Russell G. Poodle Breed, a semi-retired trooper who lived in Fulton and was assigned to a truck way station in Kingdom City, only a few miles away. Understood that Poodle rode back and forth to the Kingdom City way station and in some parades, Stone wrote. We were told that he only rode a few days in the summer, which accounts for the incredibly low mileage and superb condition. With that letter describing the purchase, Tunis also received several photos of the bike, including one that bears a printing date of February 56 and shows Stone's father proudly posing on the machine. And yes, the photo clearly shows the bike with a white frame, toolbox, inner and outer primary covers, regular cover, hubs, brake, drums, etc. Bud told me that his dad had been looking at new Harleys at the local dealership, but then he saw this pure white bike and decided he had to have it. Stone says his dad bought and sold several other bikes for the years, but he always held on to the Harley. Through all of his motorcycles, my dad kept the white Kitten as he named it. Stone wrote, I would tease him and call it the albino hog. All of that just made Tunis more determined to learn more. I knew what he said about Harley never making a Panhead with a white frame, but it was starting to dawn on me that this could be a one-of-a-kind find. So I kept digging, contacting the Missouri Highway Patrol, and on a department website he found a history of the patrol in the words of various patrolmen through the years. In that 160-page document, he discovered a number of references to Trooper Breed, including several from officers who had been assigned to the way station with him. According to those accounts, Poodle was famous for his perfectly pressed uniforms and for the meticulous attention he paid to his vehicles. He was even known to wash his patrol car twice a day, once he arrived at the way station, and again before he left. Then came the payoff. On 97 of the history, Tunis found a photo of two Missouri Highway Patrolmen in a parade. One of them was identified as Russell G. Poodle Breed. He was riding a 52 Harley FL police bike that was all white. There was no record of actual serial numbers, but it certainly appeared to be the white Kitten. Other photos of historical documents show patrol officers from the capital city district lined up on their machines in 1940, and those bikes, too, are all white. Tunis took the machine to Steve Barber at the 74 shop. He fixed the wire and rebuilt the transmission, cleaned out the 25-year-old gas, getting the machine to run for the Pacomian chapter meet this year. I haven't seen the documentation to became a believer. I've taken the bike apart and it's real, says Barber. It has the correct fan cool generator, the high performance charging system, the heavy duty battery, the police speedometer that can lock in any speed during pursuit. It's just that everything that would have been black is white. Barber speculates that the machine is a product of the intense competition between Harley-Davidson and Indian for the police market in the early 50s. The pictures from the department show troopers with his district riding other bikes with white frames back to the late 30s. I'm guessing the department required Harley to paint the bikes to its specifications in order to get the contract, and if Harley refused, they'd have threatened to go to Indian. Whatever the explanation, Tunis now is a much more than a Winter Circle 52 Harley police bike. He has a whole history of a unique motorcycle right back to its original owner. This is like a dream that anybody hopes for when they find an original paint bike, he says. People told me that this didn't exist, but now I know it's real. So here's the white Kitten right here. And again right here. There's some other photos. And here's the little blurb right here. It says, Poodle and Kitten. That's Poodle and the Kitten right there. Above right. Used this all-white police bike to get to and from assignment as a police way station and parades in the early 50s when the department sold the bike with just 520 miles on the speedometer. It was purchased by Bud Stone Sr. at Wright. That's Mr. Bud right there, who kept it for 30 years and gave it the nickname White Kitten. Here's other photos of the white bike here. More than skin deep. It isn't just the frame that gives the White Kitten its name. The original white paint extends to the toolbox, inner and outer primary covers, radiator cover, hubs, brake drums, etc. It's basically everything that would have been black is white. Here we have Harley never sold a Panhead with a white frame. At least that's what everybody thought until George Tunis took a close look in the background of this 52 Panhead police bike and discovered that one unit of Missouri State Highway Patrol apparently demanded and got the all-white motorcycles they wanted from the motor company. Now, as I've shown you with the invoices, they wanted it, they got it. Not everybody wanted police silver. That was very crystal clear in the invoices. Whatever you wanted, you got. We got invoices of gasp. Red. Monroe County Sheriff's Department. Flight red. Here's a 42F from the cop. Flight red. Here's an ivory police bike. Special order. Special order. Special order. Special order. The only time they didn't have special order was 46 and 7 because of due to war material shortages. Any other time you wanted it, you got it. So we're going to take a look at a 48 Panhead in a little bit and show you another special order bike. But there you go. We're going to go through the 52 invoices here. We're going to start them today, and we'll see what kind of 52 invoices I have. But regardless whether my particular invoices or not, show you special order bikes. I assure you, after the war shortage ended, by the end of 47, special order was the norm. I'll see you guys on the next video.